Starting point, Goodwill Bins flannel. Definitely girl cut. There's a dart here, there's two in the back, and my plan was to mess with it and put a cow's fur on the back because the colors remind me of Howl's. She likes the Howl's Moving Castle book and movie, and I had her try it on, and it fits close, right? And she would not wear it as is at all. So first step is making it bigger, and then we'll worry about the Howl stuff. And it's going to be way cooler this way, because this also came from the Goodwill bins. I don't know if it was the same trip or not. And so we can use this fabric, which is also heavy-ish. And first step, rip both side seams and underarm seams. That whole thing out with teeny tiny scissors. So I'm going to go spend a while doing that while I wait for paint to dry. That took actually forever, but done now. This, also Goodwill bins, I think was a shawl, and then somebody folded it in thirds and cut some arms out of it. And it would currently be a vest, but that it's not going to get worn in that state in this household. So now we're going to make that much cooler with it. So the obvious thing to do would be to sew the make it bigger pieces in, but slight detour. So, okay, so we have fringe for a later project along with any leftovers, which I'm sure there will be some. But I asked her, how much bigger do you want it? She says, as big as you can make it, which is obviously ridiculous, but just so I don't have to worry about running out of fabric, which I won't. Here's the hood. This is for, I guess, facing the front of the inside of the hood, kind of stiffen it. You know how I like to do that, but I didn't want to lose this patterning to a thick hem. So, cut an extra piece, 2 giant pockets, and then I can use the remainder to make bigger without worrying about running out of hood fabric or whatever. So, you very carefully make sure everybody is right side out and just start sewing down. Now this is the probably commonest approach to making a shirt bigger, yeah, but it's only gonna work if the shoulders are big enough. So I had the kidlet cross her arms in front of herself, and these shoulders are apparently plenty big enough, which baffled me because I will absolutely hulk out at the shoulders and things. But all should be well with this, and you'll be able to see phase 1 in just a minute. No, wait, I should figure out what I'm doing at the cuffs first. Alright, I lied. I'm pretty sure most of the time when people do this, they take the strip and taper it down to nothing before they get to the cuff, just so they don't have to worry about opening up the cuff. But I took my tiny little scissors and cut it open, so we'll have a nice blousey pleated situation down here at the bottom. So that pleats a lot deeper than it was, and then we'll keep pleating the shirt fabric on the other side too, as much as we need to. It's just a few more inches of fabric in here. There we go. You get the idea. Tiny Human put it on and said it fits. So I guess turn to the side so we can actually see the... Yep, that's how that works. Now would you show me where you want the pockets, my love? How far down do pockets... Oh. Almost all the way down?
Seems like.
Cool. So, nice simple patch pockets are on. Hood is about to go on. And there's my weird, is it a placket situation with the edge of the hood, making it sturdier. And I realized the bottom of the hood, I got lucky and it is already hemmed, so I can just tack it to the inside of the collar and not worry about it unraveling. And I just realized that the hood is bigger than the collar. We'll do a box pleat at the back that eats up all the excess. Why is that so cute? Okay, mini reveal. Turn around, even though there's nothing on the back of it. There. And back front again. There we go. Much cuteness. Hold on. This was just sewed at that level the whole way around with enough room for the button that will hopefully never be buttoned because that would strangle a person. But there we go. You remember the original plan was to applique a calcifer on the back of this flannel shirt. And then we got distracted by making the shirt bigger, which was very important. And now that it exists and is flipping adorable, the back still needs something. But I started thinking, because of course I did, and then asked the child if they would rather calcifer or fringe. Put the fringe that I cut off the shawl across the bottom of the shoulder yoke on the back, and then the back has something with a vengeance because I'm definitely using up all of this fringe, just layering it relentlessly. And yeah, I think this is going to be really cool. It does occur to me to wonder, well, I asked her if she'd rather have it up around the hood or the bottom of the sleeves, around the cuff. It occurs to me that setting it up like pauldrons would be a really interesting look, but she went with the out of the way option, so that's what we're doing. It's so ridiculous. Shirt has narrow little shoulders, so that's the density I'm getting when there's 3 layers, because it zigzags and then it zigs, and we get 3 layers across basically all of it. As an aside, cutting this free and cramming the tassels up inside of it probably would have been the official way to do it, but no. So, cut a rectangle off of the remainder of what I had. This is wide enough, and it's going to be a little decorative band above the fringe. All right, and so we have 2 Goodwill's bins things that were not useful to us, and now they are useful. Will you turn around and show off the fringe, my love? So yeah, back is decorated. Front is, well, our pockets decoration. Turn back around. And it's surprisingly cohesive. Oh, and the made it bigger area. All right, clearly she is done with this. So, on to the next video.